Welcome back, everyone. We are back. Welcome to our second episode for It's the Aunties podcast.
Yes.
Number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I am your co-host, Kay of all trades.
And I am the coffee girl.
Yes. Welcome back, Nova.
Welcome back. Thank you.
And we are here. All right. So I have a checking question for us today.
Okay.
What has been living in your mind rent-free this week?
This week, a lot.
Mhm.
But I'll start with this trash administration.
Okay. You want to say more about that?
I mean, we're not a political podcast.
We're not.
However, it's a bunch of stuff going on, and it's really ridiculous. And I feel like sometimes I want to just overreact and march down the street, and then other times I know I got to go to work, and act right. And I just wish our administration would act right, but it doesn't seem like they want to be non-corrupt.
Well, yeah.
So that's
true.
been living in my head, and it's overwhelming sometimes, and I try not to give it too much, but then at the same time, it's like I see what's going on, and, I have some coworkers, and they're younger than me, and they're not phased, and I'm like, but if you pay attention to history, and we know history does repeat, okay?
Yes.
So I just feel like we're going round and round in circles, and it's a dangerous road to go down. So, yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. What about you?
I can agree with you on the administration. Okay, so I'm a little late to the game.
Oh.
But one thing that has been living in my mind rent-free was, I don't know about you, but
Okay.
I watched the America's Next Top Model documentary
Okay,
on Netflix.
Okay.
Ooh, child. So I grew up watching America's Next Top Model. And there was a point in time in my life where I wanted to be a model. Not because
you want to be on top?
No, I did not. I never wanted to be on America's Next Top Model, no. But, just seeing behind the scenes of everything that went on, and I'm just like flabbergasted. Like, what? Tyra, I thought you was for the girls.
I haven't watched it yet, the documentary, but I did watch the show. Like, I was a faithful. My mother and I used to watch it together. And we weren't in the same home, so we would be on the phone, talking about watching it in real time. And I could see some areas where I was like, it felt like hazing. It felt like she was putting them through the worst experience, and I felt like that don't feel right.
Right.
But it just was what it was. This was the dawn of a lot of reality TV shows, like where everybody got followed during the whole thing and documenting like the whole experience. So I haven't seen the documentary, but I'm anxious, and I need a glass of
For sure, you'll need a glass of wine. It's only 3 episodes, though.
Okay,
so you'll need a glass of wine. I did watch it all in one sitting.
That's what I want to do.
But for me, like, when I watched Top Model, I was very young. So watching the documentary now and realizing that, wow, all of this stuff was, like, not okay to be going on. Like, because I was so young, I thought, like, oh, this is really what the industry is
This is
like.
what you have to do.
This is what you have to do.
Right.
And now, like, once they pulled that curtain back, I'm like, this is crazy.
It's scary that a lot of people saw the things going on and nobody said, hey, stop.
Right. And they talk about that in the documentary.
Do they?
They do.
And it just goes to show, like, there have been things in our history that were okay. And then 5, 10, 15 years, like, oh, wait a minute. Like, that is not, it even might be against the law at this point. So I'm glad that people that are still alive that love that show get to see like a little bit more of it. And it's interesting because you were younger
Yes.
I was an adult.
I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like a very like early teenage
An
years.
impressionable age.
Right.
Right? So as far as young ladies as yourself who might have wanted to choose that field, did it make you say, no, I don't want to do that anymore? Or did it say, yes, this is something like I would want to pursue? Like, did the show dissuade you, or were you just like entertained?
I was more so like entertained by it.
Mhm.
It never like persuaded me to like either go into modeling or not going to modeling.
Right.
I just thought it was like really interesting entertainment to see like, oh wow, like this is what the supermodels go through.
Right.
Like that's crazy just to get like a good shot. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that's crazy. Like to be, putting people. I remember the episode where the girl was in the pool and got hyperthermia.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, is that really what like they have to go through in order to just get this really good like shot for a magazine? Like,
sadly, no.
right. Well,
But
now I find out
yeah.
like actually that's not what they go through.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it actually is our younger generation. What happened and how they started off the documentary was that the world shut down in 2020 and people started to binge watch old
Different
episodes
shows.
of America's Next Top Model, and then they got on social media and started to talk about it, and that's what brought it up.
I was like, whose idea was it to even go back to that time? Because what are we talking? 15 years?
Yeah,
15 years at least.
Yeah, but they've had 24 cycles. I was like, really? They kept. I don't even remember when I stopped watching, but I was like, oh.
She would roll those seasons out. There weren't big, huge breaks in between, so it was just like. But you think of how many women really wanted to be put on and be in that industry, so they probably could have ran that for a long, long time if her team hadn't fallen apart. And I do remember on the show when the dynamic changed,
and they talked about it.
And so I've heard people talk about, and I need to dedicate some time. I need to hone in and focus and sit down and give it the attention that it needs.
Yes,
because it was a part of like, our lives. And as a woman, it was just troubling to see like the girl who didn't want to get her hair cut, or the girl who, she was blonde and then they dyed her hair jet black.
Right.
I mean, I remember some of the things. I was like, like
and
that's
making you
permanent.
think that you have to go through like a whole makeover just to be a model.
Just to be a model.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I'll say this. In 2026 and late 2025, we had some revelations about that industry and how women are taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, I guess it's good for us to alert the next generation so that if there is a young woman out there who wants to be in that industry, she knows this is wrong.
Right.
And you don't have to.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that's what's running through my mind.
Okay. That's a lot.
I know.
So,
go ahead.
So right now is the Winter Olympics over? Is it still going on? Oh, it's over?
They are over.
Okay. Woo.
Did you watch them?
No, I did not.
Oh. Did you? So it was funny. I was like, in the beginning, I was definitely like, ain't nobody watching these Olympics. Who is watching this?
First of all, they got some weird new sport.
And I was the one watching every night, prime time.
Really?
First of all, I got annoyed within the first week because why was every prime time figure skating or skiing? I'm like, what happened to all the other sports?
What else is there?
Well, I was very excited for bobsledding.
Okay.
Because I watched Cool Runnings, the movie growing up.
All right.
It's about the Jamaican bobsleds.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay.
Long time ago. Okay. Yeah.
And so I was excited.
It's a weird movie. Okay. But we had some more bobsledders from
we have bobsledders from America as well, from the United States.
Did we have some more from the Caribbean this year too?
I wasn't paying that close attention. I was really like rooting for Jamaica and the United States, of course. Okay. But, I feel like that's the one time where we can all come together and
can we
be united, I guess.
All right.
But
so that was your favorite part, the bobsledding?
Well, when I finally got to see it, because I had to turn it on another they have the little sports. Well, maybe you don't know because you didn't watch it. But yeah, on Peacock, they had like the little sports and like you could watch individual events and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But there was a lot of weird sports, like skeleton, where it's like you just are sliding down like this ice, but it's almost like you're going face first. It's like you're going face first down a slide, but you're on like a no covering, just you and your helmet.
What are you sliding on?
Just like, you remember
your
those
body?
little four-wheeler things that you had in elementary school, you sat on and you rolled around? It's something like that. And you just slide down the slide.
See, there are some things that we don't do. And you'll know by my face. We skeleton?
Yes, skeleton. Skeleton was one of them.
So is it like a slip and slide?
It looked like a slip and slide. Okay. It looked like you're like, you know how on some of the at some of the amusement parks you go down the slide face first on the for the water slide. It
Never
was kind of like that.
First. It's always been foot first, right?
No,
am I right?
Some slides you go down face first.
I would never go down a slide face first. Like, why would you do that? It's your face. Yeah. You can at least stop your body with your feet.
Right, yeah, it was rarely crazy. One of the things I felt about the Winter Olympics is like very different from the Summer Olympics, where like I feel like all the Winter Olympic sports are very dangerous. And you can get hurt in any type of sport besides curling.
Now, curling looks cool, but did you see the cheater?
I did see the cheater.
Who pushed the little thing. Yeah,
you're not allowed to touch it.
He pushed it. You could see with his finger that he pushed it. Now, okay, so I'm going to just say this because I didn't watch the Olympics, but I watch a lot of news. So I'll get little tidbits of things and maybe not in totality, but I did see that man cheat. It was like this.
They were Canadian, right?
I believe they were. So did they get disqualified or did they?
No, they were still in the running.
Okay. Cool.
They were still in the running. But yeah, became a curling expert because that was also on prime time.
Okay.
And yeah, so I just felt like all the Winter Olympics were very dangerous and not things you should try at home at all. But, figure skating was very beautiful.
Okay.
And I was excited again for the bobsledding. And then all the other ones, I was just like, this just seems very like, you should not be doing this. But kind of cool to see some of the other ones like the high pipe or high pike for the snowboarding and stuff like that, or half pipe. Yeah.
Well, great.
But now they're over.
Good.
They're over now, and now we're ready for 2028, which is the Summer Olympics.
Right.
That are here in the United States.
Oh.
They'll be in LA.
Oh. Will there still be in LA in 2028?
Is LA going somewhere?
Okay.
Okay.
What? All right. So I want to talk about a missing woman.
Okay.
How long has it been now?
We are on week 4.
Week 4. So we checked right before taping. She is still missing. Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
So I want to, obviously delicately, lightly talk about this subject, but I just feel like something ain't right. Somebody's not doing their job because it don't make sense on how this lady was taken from her house and there's like barely any trace of DNA. And who takes somebody's 80-year-old mother? Like, why would you do that? So I just feel like, and the amount of time that they're taking to find this woman, I just feel like a lot of people on TikTok would have found them by now.
There are some really good TikTok detectives.
There are very good TikTok detectives out here, really, and I just feel like they would have found her by now, quicker than the FBI. But
do we still have an FBI?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, she is still missing, and we hope and pray that there is resolution.
Yes, I do. They really do need to bring her back. I would not wish that on anybody's.
Yeah.
And they did just raise like the reward
ransom,
to $1 million.
the reward,
to $1 million.
Yeah, so they had a ransom, and then they said like the kidnappers missed the 2 ransom dates. So I'm thinking the worst, but we hope that there's a resolution soon for the Guthrie family. Yeah, because that's tragic.
Yeah.
Looking to elevate your brand's presence? Burnett Creative Group has you covered. From stunning websites to captivating photography and videography, their team brings your ideas to light. Whether launching a new project or refreshing your image, Burnett Creative Group delivers creativity that connects. Visit burnettcreativegroup.com to learn more. Burnett Creative Group, bringing your ideas to light. So our next segment is good news for the community. And this is where you guys can come in. You can share your good news with us, send us a message on our socials, and we will highlight the good news that comes from our community because we want to share.
Yes. So if you have good news, make sure you can shoot us a DM at It's the Aunties on Instagram, and we look forward to sharing on the show. All right, now it's time for our 2 takes, generational perspective.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is Women's History Month by the time the taping comes out.
Yes.
That was facing.
I was like, not really.
No,
But yeah, okay.
by the time the taping comes out,
yes, by the time you guys get to see it,
it will be Women's History Month.
Got it.
Which is March.
Yeah.
And one of our favorite months because of Women's History Month, and it's Social Work Month as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I wanted to use this month to talk about women's reproductive health, and wanted to ask you, so how did the women in your life talk to you about reproductive health? Was it something that was normalized or was it taboo?
It was absolutely not normalized. And I was caught by surprise for some things.
Okay.
Because there was not many discussions. The most I ever received as far as like reproductive information was don't have sex. That was it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right.
Don't have sex. So I learned a few things through my community.
Okay.
If I knew somebody who, like, let's talk about menstruation. All right, periods. Like, I didn't get a rundown from my mother about that. So it was kind of like you just figure it out.
Wow.
So I think those things just weren't discussed in my generation.
Okay.
So what about you?
So I remember having conversations around like nobody should touch your private parts.
Okay.
And that's what they were called. There wasn't like no
cutesy name.
Right. There wasn't no cutesy names, but they also didn't name what they actually were.
Yeah.
Right. And so it was like nobody should touch your private parts.
Right.
And they showed me like where my private parts were.
Okay.
And it was just like nobody should touch them.
Okay.
And I remember talking about reproductive health, specifically like your menstrual, your period and stuff like that. And it had to be like maybe 8th grade or like 6th or 7th grade, where like they called all the girls into like the gym.
In school.
Right,
Okay.
in school. It was like in school. And they like called you all into the gym. And we had like this, like the nurse was there and we had this conversation. They had some pamphlets. And matter of fact, when I think about it, yeah, no, it was probably about that time, maybe even younger, like 5th grade too. Like I remember I didn't really know what they were talking about because I didn't experience that. I'm like, what is a pad and a what?
Right.
What is going on? And like I remember them be like, oh, if you ever experience anything, you can always come down to the nurse's office. Like, okay. But I really didn't think anything of it until it started happening. And I was like, okay, this is it. And like don't understand the excitement around it all. But like, oh, you're turning into a woman. I'm like, this is womanhood? Like, okay.
This is where it begins.
This is where and like I remember when I first got my cycle, like I didn't have cramps.
Oh, good for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But nobody told me that there was a such thing as cramps until I experienced
So
them.
when you got them, did you think you were pregnant?
I don't know. I don't know. All I remember was like it was very painful. It was very painful. I was in school. It was very painful. I was throwing up. Yeah, no, it was bad. Like the pain was that bad, and I did not understand what was going on. And like there were people that thought I was pregnant. I was like, no, this ain't. I mean, I don't think that this is supposed to be happening. Right. So I remember that, but. Yeah, as far as like it being normalized, sex, not to have sex was the thing that was normalized once I got to that point. Right. But even I will say like I never had the birds and the bees talk. Okay. Ever.
Neither did I.
I actually learned about sex through a friend.
Friends.
Through friends. Like I didn't know.
And that's a dangerous place to get your information.
It's definitely a dangerous place to get your information.
At that age, because somebody made that up and somebody heard something and somebody, there might have been like one girl that actually experienced it. And so she told her story. It just gets watered down and you don't get like the information that you need to get. I remember at school, they had like a little package and a little book where you would count the days. And it was like 28 days. 28 days. And then you would count your days. And then that's when they said, like, this is the period where you could come on your period. Oh my gosh. So, yeah.
Which is not true. Like, that is not true for everybody. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it should come every 28 days or whatever the science says, but it might not. Right. And, like, you can't be out here scaring people that, are out here doing things that they might not should be doing, but, but from, like, it doesn't come every 28 days for everybody. Right. It could come 30 days. It could come 32. Like, so I think that's the one thing that's not normalized is talking about the differences of everyone's body. Right. And then the one thing that I do remember where we were talking about sex was sex education in high school, how that became a thing. I don't even know. I don't even believe that's appropriate to be talking about in a school, but that's just my thoughts. But here we are.
Well, here's the thing. Kids are talking about it at school.
Well, they do talk about it at school.
But it takes some of the responsibility from
the parent
or from but the parents could always tailor like the conversation. I think there's always been some like we need to, and we have done better over the years, demystifying women's health. The things that you'd be surprised how many men don't really know.
They have no idea.
How our bodies function truly, because they've gotten wrong information too, like the same way we've been misinformed and had to figure it out. I don't know that they're really trying to figure it out because it doesn't like personally affect them. But even just like on the medical side, research, there's not a lot of things that like menopause, like all of those things. There's not enough research. There's not enough. It's just like women, you just suffer. You'll get through it. But maternal health sucks for women.
Yes,
it's horrible. It's tragic. And even our demographic, the rates of
mortality
death
rates,
and is higher. And that, due to that thing called racism, historically. And so, it's not easy being a woman. But we do it. And,
but we're still out here fighting for like our bodily autonomy and fighting. Yeah. Let's take a deep breath on that. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Definitely
it's
fighting.
Rough. It's rough. They're not making it easy. That is for sure. So,
and as you said in the beginning of the podcast, it's like the administration is not making it easy for us either.
Yeah.
By taking things away or trying to take things away from us and, just thinking that there should be one way of life and everything should be pro-life and, adoption should just be the way. And I just don't necessarily agree with that, especially with, depending on how a woman gets pregnant. Like it shouldn't, at the end of the day, it should be up to them and not anybody else.
Right.
So
I agree.
So what does it mean to be an auntie who talks about the things that nobody else talks about?
Well, I have a lot of nieces. Oh my gosh. And I try to pour into them every time that I can and let them know, like, there might be some things you don't want to talk to your mom or your dad about. And I'm just open, and they know they can come and have a conversation with me. But I do try to share some things, especially with the younger ones. Your body is your body. Take care of your body. Guard your body. But I really wish that we would have these conversations with the young men. That we put so much onus on women, right? Why do we have to guard ourselves so much? Like, why do we have to be mindful of so many things? And the other side just gets a pass sometimes. And it's like, I remember my grandma saying, don't wear that because. How about you just tell the young men, don't.
Right.
Don't catcall. Don't ogle.
Control yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Right? Keep your hands to yourself.
Those conversations, I think, don't happen enough. And I still see it hasn't, like, improved enough for me, that we take more attention to what we're teaching the young men. I know it's Women's History Month, but I think the young men and men would benefit if they just paid a little bit more attention to the things that affect the women in their lives, because they have a mother, they might have a sister, one day they might have a daughter or a wife, or just be a good person to anybody. It doesn't have to be a relationship, just be good people. Yeah.
I agree. Anyway, I think we should pay more attention to men, and men should also pay more attention to women. There's this one creator out there that I really love.
Who?
Born with a dark tan.
Oh, he is
love
so.
him.
Oh my gosh! So it's like he just woke up one day and was like, "Did you guys know?"
Yes, about women's reproductive health.
He's like, "I never knew."
Right, or women's health, and one or the other. I don't know whether it's reproductive
like,
health or health, but one or the other. He's like on episode, I don't even know how many, what day, whatever, in the 100s.
He's good. It should be required. I don't want to say reading because it used to be required. It should be required watching.
Yes.
Check out some of his content. I mean, we don't know him, but he's really doing. I think that's the thing that social media is made for, like that type of information. And I haven't watched all his videos, but he's been pretty. He's been pretty accurate.
No, he's been pretty
on
accurate.
The information that he's passed along to in the algorithm.
And there's so many people. Like, I'm one to read the comments of videos. I love reading comments.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
what
run
people
straight
have
to the
to say.
comments.
Yeah, run straight to the comments.
That's me. I've been a little woman running. That's me. I'm running straight to because I gotta know. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you see what I saw?
Yes. Yes. I gotta know what people think. I gotta know it's not me, the only one with the thoughts. Okay.
And if I choose to comment, I don't want to be redundant. So I just make sure my comment that I'm thinking is already there. And I give it a little
heart. But yes, I just love how many people are in his comments that have experienced the things that he's talking about. And it just shows that we need to talk more about this and talk more about some of the issues that women have with their health and different things. So I just love that, he's shedding light on a lot of things that we don't talk about.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk a lot about women's health. So get into it.
Yes, we are.
get into it.
Because we're here. All right. This next segment of our podcast is brought to you by Lizzie Love Cakes. There's something special about a cake made with love. At Lizzie's Love Cakes, every bundt pound cake is baked straight from the heart so that every bite feels like home. With 7 irresistible flavors, including vegan and gluten-free options, there's a love cake for everyone. Whether it's a family gathering, a celebration, or just a moment to treat yourself, Lizzie's Love Cakes bring sweetness and comfort to every occasion. And the love doesn't stop there. Join their monthly baking workshops and learn how to pour a little love into your own creations. Order your cake today and experience the taste of love delivered right to your door. Nationwide shipping available. Visit Lizzie'sLoveCakes.com and follow at Lizzie's Love Cakes on Instagram and Facebook.
Hey, girl. What's that? I'm listening. Yes, that's right. I'm listening. And I'm listening in 2 very distinct ways. And I wonder if you are as well. So I'm listening because I realize that my environment is speaking to me beyond words, beyond sounds. It is speaking to me with feelings and the vibes in the environment. So I really do take measures to be intentional about those places and spaces that I'm in, and realizing that I'm not only observing, but I'm absorbing the environment that I'm in. So when I say I'm listening beyond words, and I'm guarding my heart, because the reality is what you listen to is a direct pipeline to your heart. So that's the first way I'm listening. And I'm also listening now because I want to have great communication with my husband, with your partner, with your children, with your friend. Are you truly listening? Are you listening for a response? Are you listening through the filter of rejection? So maybe you're not really hearing things as they're being said. Are you listening? So this is my challenge for you, to really listen, whether it is in those places and spaces that you're in, to determine, should you maintain yourself in those places and spaces? And then second, to really be open to listening to what the loved ones, what your friends are really saying to you. So let's say it together. I'm listening. And guess what? It's a beautiful thing.
Looking for a salon experience that's all about you? Step into M. Nicole & Co., founded by hair expert Maisha Nicole, who brings over 30 years of experience to every client she touches. At M. Nicole & Co., your hair doesn't just get styled, it flourishes. Each visit is crafted with intention, using specially curated products and techniques designed just for your unique hair goals. This isn't just another appointment. It's a personalized experience where your hair gets the care and the attention it truly deserves. Are you ready to transform your hair journey? Call 215-669-2010 to book your experience, or visit M. Nicole Co. on Instagram, where your hair gets the experience it deserves.
We're back.
And
we're back. Please don't mind us laughing at our producers in the background. Mr. Joe Burnett.
All right, this part is where you try to figure out the word of the day.
The word of the day.
Yes. So how'd you do with that other word?
I don't forgot what it was already.
Okay, cool.
All right. It was parasology. And it means that you're using too many words.
Oh, yes.
And like you could have just said 3 words and not
be
10.
more precise. Well, I think you're gonna
it's for the people who try to make themselves feel very smart.
Okay.
So I'm saying,
all right. Okay.
That's it. So they use parasology in a room when they want to feel like they are smarter than others.
Right. But they really just causing confusion. Okay. And disorder leads us to my word of today.
Okay.
Higledy-Piggledy.
Why does that sound like a storybook rhyme?
I don't know. It sounds like Dr. Seuss.
It's definitely giving like
Cat in a
Dr.
hat.
Seuss, Humpty Dumpty Dum fell off the wall.
Higledy-Piggledy. Can you even?
Higledy-Piggledy.
Does it have something to do with pigs?
No, it does not.
Really?
No,
Okay.
not at all. No pigs. No animals were harmed.
That's a long way. That
podcast.
feels like a spelling bee word.
It's I don't think it would qualify as a spelling bee word.
No.
Do they do hyphenated words on spelling bees?
I don't know.
Okay,
That's
I don't
a good
know.
question. We
Anyway,
should look like that.
this one is
Siri.
Yeah.
But
somebody asked Chat.
ChatGPT, Nova's assistant.
We're gonna talk about AI.
We are definitely gonna talk about AI on this podcast.
I think,
okay, but Higledy-Piggledy.
Higledy-Piggledy.
Is it when somebody's being like goofy or like, like weird or something like that?
Well, it says in confusion or disorder, involving confusion or disorder. So you ever walk into somebody's space, like their desk or whatever, and there's like papers everywhere, and it's a Higledy-Piggledy.
They just look like
That's what it is. This is some Higledy-Piggledy mess right here on your desk. Higledy-Piggledy mess on your desk.
Okay.
Yeah. So try to use that somewhere in your conversation.
I'm going to use it somewhere in my conversation this week.
Yeah. Throw somebody off with that one. It'll work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Higledy-Piggledy.
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 Yes.
Well, that brings us to the end of episode 2.
We did it.
Still ain't got your sound machine yet, but we're
gonna get that.
We're
gonna get the buttons. Do I get to push the buttons, or does somebody? No, they won't. They won't give me.
Maybe you push the buttons.
They're not gonna give me the machine. They're not gonna give me the machine.
Oh,
it's all right.
That means Mr. Gerald Burnett.
He's gonna be behind the soundboard.
Oh, sorry. Our producers.
Yes.
Get to hit the button.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But yes.
Okay.
So that brings us to the end of episode 2. We want to thank everyone
Thank you for being here,
listening to us today and watching us. If you are watching us on YouTube, you don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe at It's the Aunties on Instagram and YouTube, and listen to us wherever you get your podcast at. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.